2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Chicago River winding its way. Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington starting group. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running. Look, Wall is incredible at finishing with force at the rim. It's all about his athletic ability.
Back to Levine. Looking for Carter. He gets it there.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now the pass to Beal. We're about 1 minute into the first. And finished off by Beal.
And look, Beal can't be stopped. Once he gets a little wiggle room, he pulls without hesitation.
It's White on the wing. Passes it to Carter. Back to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in. Carter's got 6. Wizards have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's Wall with the drive. Count that one.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
Levine passes to Carter. Kicks it to Porter. Back to Carter. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Here's Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Did you see how hard Wall went inside? He welcomes the contact on every play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Wall nails both of them. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Beal against Levine. Here's Carter. The second effort. Bucket is good. 10 points for him.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Stolen by Levine. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Pass to Levine. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Here's Wall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
There's no let up in John Wall's attack. He makes his mind up that he's scoring, and then he just does.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Levine kicks to Markkanen. On the wing, Porter. To the left side wing. Pass to Carter. Over Bryant. It's Chicago with another bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. Dunn comes in for White. Beal on the double team, right wing. Here's Markkanen, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
Now here's Payton. Here's Bertans. And it's good, 2 points.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Carter kicks to Dunn. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Dunn. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Payton.
Wow. The high activity of Smith is what creates these chances, using his quickness incredibly well.
There's the pass to Hutchison. Dunn looking over the floor. Down low. Here's Carter. Rebound by the Wizards. And even 3-on-3 break. Payton passes to Bertans. To the inside. Here's Mahinmi. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Wizards shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Mahinmi hits them both. Here's Cornette. Harrison kicks to Cornette. On its way from Young for two. John Wall getting it done for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit to coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Payton. Oh, Wagner out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Smith in at the one spot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. Back to Payton. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. There's Harrison. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
What unselfishness from the young guard done. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Passes it to Smith. Back to Payton. Smith surveying the D. And here is Payton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Thaddeus Young. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you.
This is why you can't leave guys open around Wall. He'll notice it and exploit it.
Bulls trail by 6.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pulled out 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars games? He showed he can match up with elite talent.
Chicago making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Young. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. Levine, good.
And the wily strength of Levine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
Wall against Satoransky. And Wall. Here we go now. And Wall with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now here's Levine. The feed now to Markkanen. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Baertson has checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Wall looking for an opening. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well. Sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Bryant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Wall's running. And the slam dunk by Wall.
You see that right there? That's the intelligence of Wall. He knows where to run and when a fast break opportunity presents itself.
Now here's Levine. Wow, hammering it in.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Beal against Levine. Bonga, the pass to Bryant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for Chicago. Valentine's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Shaquille Harris comes in for Levine. And it's done in for Satoransky. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Brown comes in for Beal. Now, here's Dunn. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Carter.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
Brown kicks to Wall. Stolen. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such an explosive first step. I mean, you can't give Dunn these lanes. He jumps right on them.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That one misses. And so it's Washington ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. Kenny Smith, get to it. You gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And taking a... And that's a wrap.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 9 points. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
White left side. He kicks to Porter. Back to White. Feeds it to Carter. 6 to shoot. White dishes to Carter. Off on the layup. Wizards leading by 11. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
That drive by Carter. Here's White, and it's sent back by Bryant.
But because of Bryant's timely shot blocking skills, he makes opponents second-guess themselves.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, because of Carter Jr.'s dynamic athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish alley-oops in style.
Outside Wall. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 11. Pass to Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Porter's got his second bucket.
Because he's so dangerous, the D is often drawn to Levine. I mean, it opens up some wide passing lanes for him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Beal against Levine. Fires, high post. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Back to White. All with the steal. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett comes in for Carter. Young is subbed in for Markkanen. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Levine can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Beal the pass to Hachimura. Porter against Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
You can't give Beal these lanes. I mean, when you do, he's great at exploiting them.
Here's Cornett. No good again that time. Wizards leading by 17. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. 7-foot shot, and it's White getting it to go.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Launches a 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Levine, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
to the left wing. Wall against White. Lets it go from deep. And again, Washington, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Bean passes to Cornette. Now, here is Young. Pass to Cornette. Chalk up 2 there. Cornette's got 6.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
There's Beal with the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Washington. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Wizards 5 right now. Mahinmi is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Smith. Then there's Brown. And it's Beal in at the small forward position. Bulls trail by 11. Dunn dishes to Young. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Young's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Bulls. And stolen by Valentine. Oh, and here comes Young all alone.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he can be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
Wizards leading by 7. And Beal kicks to Bertans. Back to Beal. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
And the Bulls making a change here. Harrison's checked in.
And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Think about it, Jay. When he came into the league, he was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a vet.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Kept alive by Washington. Mahinmi, and at last they get one to fall.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Satoransky, banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Smith outside. Down low, here's Mahinmi. That one drops for him. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Oh, you got to appreciate the smarts of Smith. It's not just his speed. He's a phenomenal decision maker when it comes to the pick and roll.
Young is double. To the wing right side. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And they're moving it up. Beal's shot is good. And it's an 11-point Washington lead.
Wow, Bill is so tough to slow down. Even when you body him on the drive, he sticks with the shot.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Mahinmi. And here we go. Washington fast break. Brown's got the ball. Good on the bucket.
Smith is a fighter. Someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Here's Hutchison. That's tipped. Here's Beal. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah. And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Kicks it to Mahimi. Back to Beal. Knocks it loose. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And the pass to Hutchison. It's stolen by Mahimi. It's Beal on the wing. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. Outside, Beal. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Washington.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for John Wall.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky. Second shot opportunity. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Grant outside. From deep three-point range, that shot no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. And just about to get underway as the starting fives. It's time for the NBA. And now Washington's starting group. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Now here's Fournier. Vucevic to the pass to Fultz. And it's Vucevic missing. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there. Then Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
So the wing on the left. Hachimura kicks to Beal. Wall wide open. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Fournier dishes to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Vucevic. Rebound, Washington. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
Outside for Beal. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes it to Gordon. Over to the wing. Back to Fultz. Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here is Hachimura. And finish off by Bryant.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
To the paint. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Isaac outside. Back to Fultz. He kicks it to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Back to Beal. The kick out to Wall. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Back to Wall. Pass to Beal. For three. That one doesn't go. And Orlando will come the other way. Fultz finds Gordon. Back to Fultz. And that one goes long.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Outside Beal. The three. Drops in the tray. Beal's got 7.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
And there's the pass to Fultz. Gordon with it. The 10-footer. Here's Vucevic, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Washington out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Orlando, Carter Williams is out there with DJ Augustin. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Bamba, and it's Ennis in at the 4. Augustin doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Smith outside. Mahimi, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Mahimi's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba. But his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Ennis kicks to Augustine. Here's Ennis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Well, he's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Bertans. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Payton. Now, here's Bertans. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Smith surveying the D. Brown the pass to Payton. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Orlando. Carter Williams, the pass to Ennis. Here's Bamba. He's defended by Wagner. Another shot. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 9 on the bucket from Vucevic.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for James Ennis. And it's Fulton for Michael Carter Williams. Wizards leading by 8.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Outside, Wall. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Wizards shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Fournier in the corner. It's not going to go for him. And the Wizards now going the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Wall's shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
52 seconds left in the first half. And it's Wall in the corner. Pass to Hachimura. Beal gets a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Fournier gets a wide open look, and it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there, terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. To the middle, here's Gordon, and he makes good on the layup. Gordon's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Beal, the pass to Hachimura. And here's Wall outside. He can't get that one. And the first half is now in the books. Wizards lead by 13. And now let's catch up. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. Thanks for joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Fournier dishes to Gordon.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Wizards leading by 13. Here's Wall, and he makes that one. Wall's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Volch kicks to Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He has 6.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Fournier. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Vucevic.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Beal the pass to Brown. Four on the shot clock. Smith finds Brown. Beal from long range. Rebound by the Magic.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 6th rebound on the night. That's good from Beal on the assist from Mahinmi. Beal's got 15 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Ross. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Aaron Gordon. And then for Washington, Bertans comes in for Thomas Bryant. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Beal. Mahinmi's shot is good. And the Wizards lead by 14.
If you talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Smith kicks to Brown. It's stolen by Carter-Williams. Here's Augustine. Here's Bamba. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Bamba's got his 2nd basket.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic, he's checked in for James Ennis. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Augustine. And a switcher also for Washington. Mo Wagner's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Bamba finds Ross. Magic moving the ball around. And Ross with the slam.
Really hard to say enough about how good Carter-Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
Payton outside. The pass to Smith. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wagner's got 8 points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Ross passes to Carter-Williams. Isaac outside. It's tipped. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. That one, no good. Good D by Payton. And the dunk by Payton.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Washington out in front. They're up by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Isaac and Vucevic down low. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And it's the Magic with the ball. Isaac passes to Ross. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Bertans finds Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Ross, that's good.
And you're not getting to that now because it's got just the right touch and height. Impossible to block.
He can't hit that time. Now Washington takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Vucevic with the block. Ross passes to Isaac. Buries it down low.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Pass to Bonga. Bertans with the ball. Vucevic defending. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Bertans' shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
The Magic trail by 13. To the inside. Vucevic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Wall attacking. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And it's Wall at the elbow. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Fournier, that shot is off. And the Wizards now going the other way.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining.
Vucevic against Hachimura. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Vucevic. And Ross with the slam.
And whenever Ross is in attack mode, it's always a good sign.
Wall looking it over. Passes it to Hachimura. Right side Wall. Wizards passing it around. 5 on the clock. Poke loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And then for Washington, Bryant is checked in for Davis Bertans. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Troy Brown. Ross passes to Isaac. Back to Ross. And the lead is down inside single digits. Ross has got 6 in the quarter.
And that's a case where this deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. Beal up top, guarded by Fultz. Back to Beal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And both free throws good for Beal. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Isaac left side. Fultz finds Ross. Left side, Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. It's good from long range.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella. And he shoots it with confidence.
27 seconds left in the 4th. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Augustine in the corner. Back to Ross. Takes a 3. Bryant with the rebound. Now Mahinmi. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
for the land of the free.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... And now Washington's starting group. All runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at center. Down low. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton. Nicely done.
It's Beal on the wing. Back to Wall. Pass to Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Bryant trying to free himself up. Wall, good.
It just comes off so aggressively. Wall so hard to guard.
Garland, the pass to Love. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And Wall kicks to Hachimura. Passes to Beal. Outside, Wall. Back to Beal, and stolen by Drummond. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Garland leading the charge.
Boy, the speed in the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision-making? So impressive.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Wizards have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Wall. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Sexton's shot is good.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
They double-team Beal. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Beal taking his time here. Inside, Bryant. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the paint. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 8 points. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. Here's Hachimura. After the made shot from Andre Drummond, Bryant is doubled. All with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Pass to Bonga. Here's Here's Beal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Big-time tough play by Beal right there, unfazed by the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Gary Payton has checked in for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bertanis. Basket counts. Cleveland leading by 7. On the wing, Nance. Thompson inside, guarded by Mahimi. The shot by Thompson, no good. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So on the floor for Washington, we've got Mo Wagner. Payton is out there with Smith. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Bertanis in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Bertans. Down low. Out to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Porter with the steal. The finish. And finished off by Porter.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Smith outside. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Payton. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Porter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Wizards trail by 9. Here's Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Windler. Here's Garland. That shot off the mark. Smith with the defensive effort. The kick out to Brown. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Payton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Payton's got his first points of the game.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Garland. The kick out to Porter. The pass to Windler. Garland with it. He's against Smith. They get it back. Wizards trail by 6. Brown outside. Smith outside. Payton up top. Drops in the layup for 2. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Porter. Covered by Payton. Out to the right wing. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Great Positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Floats one up, and the layup is good. Sexton's got 10 points in the game.
How about the soft touch on the floater from Colin Sexton? You must have that in your arsenal.
Up top, Wagner. Pass to Bertans. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Offline with his three. And it's Drummond with the ball. They'll bring it up for Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Sexton. Drummond. It's good on the putback. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brown against Porter. Passes it to Hachimura. Out to the wing. Left side, Wall. To the middle. Just 4 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's just great assertiveness from John Wall. So comfortable operating inside.
Here's Sexton. He's got 10. Drummond in the post. He's defended by Wagner. And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Brown. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. It's good. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Sexton attacking. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wall. And no good that time. Nance with some nice D.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Well, we are talking about a big-time athlete. Larry Nance shows the burst off the bounce. Wow.
That's a defensive breakdown.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. It was Colin Sexton who got hot in the first. He had 10 points and 1 steal. Kenny, what's your take on Cleveland? That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Garland in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. He gets it in there. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Here is Wall. The Cavaliers making the shot. Just 3 to shoot. The shot by Beal, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Then for the Wizards, Mahimi's checked in for Rui Hachimura. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. Beal against Sexton. It's stolen by Mahimi. Now here's Beal. Not a lot of room. The pass to Bonga. Wizards passing it around. Outside Beal. 6 to shoot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as John Mahimi does, he cleans up.
Pass to Love. Now Mahimi, and for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Wizards trail by 8. To the wing right side. Mahimi dishes to Bryant. Pass to Bonga. Now Smith. Left side, Bryant. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
.157 left in the third quarter. It's Beal on the wing. He has 7. The dish now to Brown. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Wizards shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Beal. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I think everyone knows when Mahimi gets the ball inside, often the better choice is to foul him, and we'll see if he can make them pay for that.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Good on the 2nd free throw.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cleveland leading by 9. There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Mahimi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahimi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
Berton's shot is good. Berton's got 5 points so far.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Garland, makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 9. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Porter with the steal. Here's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
How fast off the floor is Darius Garland? Just showing you that tremendous leaping ability.
Payton looking it over. There's Ennis, the pass to Mahimi. Payton outside. Lock at 6. Good, nice job down low. 6 points for him.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Windler. Right side, Porter. And the pass to Thompson. Over Mahinmi. A second chance effort. The shot by Thompson, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Travis Berton's out there with Hachimura. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Washington. To the middle, here's Drummond. That's in there. Love with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside for Beal. Back to Bertans. Outside, Beal. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Colin Sexton comes in for Porter. Cleveland leading by 9. Now, here's Sexton. Here's Drummond. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Down low and stolen by Drummond. Out in his own on the break. Here's Osman. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox. Great individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counterintuitive, right? Because you wonder, is it a lack of boxing out? So if they don't get it, an opponent does. What is clear unequivocally, though, there is more to team success than individual numbers.
Here's Bonga. Shot clock at 6. Smith the pass to Bryant. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
What power inside by Thomas Bryant. Boy, don't mess with this guy.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And that one's good. Drummond.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night. Well, Thomas Bryant has the kind of length to get well above the rim. Nicely done. Great target on an alley-oop.
Sexton the pass to Drummond. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it back. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Washington making some changes. Bertanis comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Smith. Wizards trail by 14. Here's Wall. Basket good.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
Now, here's Garland. Covered by Wall. Left side, Sexton. Off target from outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Wall, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
How about that finish by John Wall? The defense was not bad. He's just that good.
From 15 feet away, tips it, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 11 points here in just the second half.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Wall passes to Bonga. Back to Wall. Inside, here's Bryant, and it's sent back by Drummond. And he's able to get it back. Second chance shot. Bonga gets the bucket.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Andre Drummond.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds. Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Well, this is where the effectiveness of Thomas Bryant's wingspan is on display. What nice coverage.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Wizards. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. D.A. Jacob.
Well, guys.
David, thanks. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Beal. Count that one. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Outside, Wall. And Wall slams it home.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Levine. No good there. Great D that time from Beal. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. The shot by Beal, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Levine finds White. And a wide open look for Porter. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
Right wing. Wizards passing it around. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the break. Back to Carter. Pass to Levine. Over in the corner, White out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And so it's Washington with it, trailing by 2. Wall looking it over. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Satoransky comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's done in for White. Now here's Beal. Stolen by Satoransky. By himself, and finished off by Porter.
Off the steal by Satoransky. He keeps his head up at both ends and looks to make plays.
Back to Smith. Round kicks to Beal. Here's the teardrop. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Gary Payton has checked in for Washington. Chicago also making some changes. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Chandler Hutchison in for Porter. That'll be a 5-second call.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
The Bulls leading by 4. Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. Over Smith. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Passes it to Bertans. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Mahinmi passes to Bertans. That shot off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And the Bulls making a change also. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Satoransky. Here's Dunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. .116 left in the first. Here's Smith. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Chicago making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Cornette. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Young. The pass to Cornette. To the inside. And stolen by Wagner. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. A putback.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Hutchison passes to Valentine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Smith left side. Payton drives in. He gets that one.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the right side. Hutchison misses the three. Wizards trail by 3. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Payton.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Hutchison. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Chicago up by 1. We'll be back. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the...
Being yourself, being...
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. You've got Hachimura all out there with Brown. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bonga in at the 3.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bryant comes in for Mo Wagner. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Troy Brown. But they recover it. Carter kicks to Markkanen. And Levine puts up a deep 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Chicago leading by 3. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
More scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Wall passes to Bryant. The kick out to Wall. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Nice ball movement by Washington. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Wizards making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Harrison. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White. Back to Satoransky. There's Porter with the three. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. To the middle. Here's Bryant. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Down low. It's stolen by Hachimura. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Payton, he's checked in for Washington. And the Bulls making a change also. Cornette's checked in. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. And that one drops. Smith's got 5.
This is when Ish is at his best, in space and in transition.
And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. And the Bulls with another miss. And here are the Wizards now. 11 unanswered points for him. Porter with a block.
Otto Porter with the reach to get that one. He gobbled it up.
Pass to Payton. It's Beal on the wing. No good with the triple. Here's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner comes in for Mahimi. And Troy Brown subbed in for Beal. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Satoransky. Here's Cornette. Rebound by the Wizards. Payton drives in, and the dunk by Payton.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Valentine. Cornette kicks to Young. The three-pointer, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Ejected by Young, and they'll keep possession. And there it is for them. Bulls trail by 9. And another turnover here by Chicago.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Harrison comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. Payton passes to Wagner. Payton outside. Back to Wagner. Feeds to Payton with 4 seconds on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's the Washington Wizards in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They had the up. And that's a...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at point guard. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bryant. It's stolen by Carter. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Inside, and then Carter with the jam.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
And Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
Bonga, the pass to Bryant. Wizards passing it around. It's stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Outside, Beal. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Hachimura. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Levine with it. Now Beal defending. Yep, that one goes in there. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Here's Wall.
Oh! And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And Wall kicks to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside, Hachimura. Mahimi, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mahimi's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And it's Carter missing. Wizards leading by 7. Hachimura finds Mahimi, and it's Mahimi finishing it off.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Here's Satoransky, and there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot.
The Bulls have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
One of the more complete guards coming out of Europe. Satoransky has pretty good athleticism and tremendous desire.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. Bertanis comes in for John Wall. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Dunn. Beal's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. Comes up empty down low.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Outside for Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Harrison passes to Markkanen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Markkanen's got his second basket of the game.
This shows Markkanen's understanding of the game. You play me to shoot from the outside, well, I'm going inside.
Wagner finds Smith. Outside for Beal. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Young outside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Out to the right wing. Valentine passes to Markkanen. Misses the baby hook. Wizards leading by 10. The drive by Beal. Smith outside. Back to Beal. Pass to Wagner. Over Young. Now, here's Wagner. Again, the Wizards score.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And so it's the Washington Wizards up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bradley Beal is out there with Mo Wagner. And there's Bryant. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Wagner kicks to Bertans. Back to Wagner. Top Bertans. Passes to Wagner. A 3 ball. Bertans can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Porter.
Because Porter can do damage as a standstill shooter, defenses often dare him to drive instead.
Now the pass to Bonga. Back to Wagner. Knocked away. Stolen by Levine. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Hachimura, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. And John Wall subbed in for Mo Wagner. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Thaddeus Young.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And Levine, here we go, to the left side wing. And there's the feed to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
And there's Bradley Beal on the assist from Wall. Beal's got 21.
Shooting at a high clip, He's found ways to get quality looks.
Washington leading now by 10. Here's Bunga. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Greg, is a broadcast, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
The Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in, and the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Carter finds Porter, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Markkanen kicks to Carter. White against Wall. Carter, the pass to Porter. Back to Carter. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Zach LaVine has so much talent, and people just want more. But you can't argue that he produces in so many areas.
Markkanen dishes to Carter. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
LaVine against Beal. The kick out to Bryant. Back to Beal. Clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .59 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. White the pass to Carter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Wizards.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Beal.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Carter. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist.
Well, you know Carter's good for a steady performance, but tonight he's taken over on the offensive end.
Outside, Wall. Right side, Beal. Right at the free throw line. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's the Wizards with the W. A confident win and one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
How is that for a gorgeous look at the Magic starting group? At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for the Wizards, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle, and it's Bonga in at the small forward. Now here's Wall. To the middle, it's stolen by Vucevic. And now Orlando on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bradley Beal picks one up. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Now here's Wall. Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Why you always have to be ready around John Wall? Because you never know when he's going to call your number.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. Isaac outside. Gordon kicks to Isaac. Back to Gordon. Shoots over Hachimura. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. Left side, Bryant. Wall against Fultz. Wall, good.
There's no let up in John Wall's attack. He makes his mind up that he's scoring, and then he just does.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Wall against Fultz. Gordon inside. The shot misses. And Washington the other way now. One-on-one here. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, he's all about the high percentage shots. I mean, Hachimura wants to finish right at the rim every chance he gets.
Bryant passes to Hachimura. It's Beal on the wing. Lob pass to Bryant.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Fultz the pass to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Pass to Fultz. Dishes it to Fournier. Over Wall. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Here's Bryant. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Vucevic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Here's Ross. Vucevic trying to get open. Outside, Beal. And the jam by Beal.
Well, at times, Beal pulls off ridiculous jumps. You have to respect how powerful he is.
Augustine dishes to Ross. Bertans grabs the board, and it's Washington's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And it's denied. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, you gotta love how high Bill gets. He's terrific at ramming it in on the alley-oop.
Fournier pass to Augustine. Now the dish to Vucevic for Mahinmi. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Augustine.
You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Smith the pass to Bertans. Down low, here's Mahinmi, and the layup is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. High post Vucevic. Bertans grabs the board. Offside Beal. Brown outside. Here's Smith. Missed inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Stolen by Bamba. And so it's Washington going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Orlando, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Terrence Ross is out there with Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Ennis in at the three.
And when you're open, Carter-Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Here's Smith. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Smith on the wing, top Bertans. Payton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on. Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Wizards working the ball around now.
Well, given Wagner's size and strength, he has the appropriate build to succeed above the rim.
There's the pass to Bamba. And that one, good.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
So he gets them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Magic trail by 8. Now here's Carter Williams. The second effort, and Bamba with the lay-in. Bamba's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Payton kicks to Wall. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Over Payton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The speed of Carter Williams, it makes him such a difficult cover, especially when he's rising up right into the contact.
Washington making some changes. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Payton. And a change for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Ennis. Right side, Beal. Passes it to Bonga. Ball taking his time here. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
Wall can't be stopped. He's remarkable at maintaining control through shots like this.
Bamba passes to Fultz. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Here's Bamba. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Bryant. The drive by Beal. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Beal finds Bryant. Now Hachimura. Outside Beal. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint, clearly.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Fournier dishes to Augustine. Another miss by Orlando.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Beal kicks to Smith. Pass to Mahimi. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
We've seen Beal evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Here's Fournier. Misses the reverse.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And so it's Washington with a 10-point lead, some breathing room.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 3 assists. And that's a...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And guys, you know, Mohamed Bamba has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. It's Wall with the drive.
Way to attack the rim with that ferocity. I love the intensity that Wall plays with. When he's penetrating, he's looking to dunk it every time.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
5 to shoot. Pass to Bonga. Washington needs to get a shot off here. There's Beal with the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Gordon. They get it again. Vucevic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
A drive by Beal.
Gotta respect the speed of Beal. Outstanding when he penetrates inside.
The Magic trail by 8. Fournier the bounce pass. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Gordon the pass to Vucevic. Misses in close. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
No one near Isaac as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark. Wizards leading by 10. And stolen by Fournier. Over Bryant. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside, Beal. Outside, Wall. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
And stolen by Fournier. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. Payton comes in for Bradley Beal. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. It's tipped. Augustine dishes to Ennis. Ross passes to Bamba. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Augustine. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Hachimura. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Orlando.
When Hachimura debuted in the NBA, he exploded with a double-double. Now he's really found his rhythm and continues to impress.
For the Wizards, Bertanis, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Troy Brown comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. The Magic also changing it up. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bamba. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Ross with a wide open look. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
He lobs it up. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Wizards lead by 12.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
They're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Here's Gordon. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The three from Bertans. They get the rebound. Wagner kicks to Bertans. And no good. And there's the pass to Ross. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ross has got his second bucket tonight.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
And so it's the Washington Wizards up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings, and it's Fultz in at the 1. Fournier passes to Fultz. Now Vucevic. Knocked loose. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And the Wizards making a change here. Ryan's checked in.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
It just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from the teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. To the paint. It's Beal on the wing. And finished off by Beal.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Beal, good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Vucevic dishes to Fultz. Isaac outside. Right side, Gordon. Back to Isaac. Washington with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A drive by Beal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You gotta like the aggressiveness of Bill. He's constantly on the attack, solid at picking up fouls on the drive.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. The Magic trail by 19. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Bryant.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Beal gets a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Vucevic, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Passes it to Bertens. Outside Beal, and it's Wall in the corner. Beal against Fournier. Clock at 4. The 3. The Wizards with another miss. The Magic trail by 17. Here's Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Vucevic has got 10 points in just the second half. Beal from long range. A three-pointer is right on target.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Back to Vucevic. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wizards.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bradley Beal.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Outside Beal. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitute.
Washington with the ball. It's a 16-point game. It's Beal on the wing. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Washington gets it back. Great positioning on the putback.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Birch, the basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Beal, that's for 2. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Drummond, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Wall, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's Sexton. Lets the 3 fly. Inside. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Bonga. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Sexton against Beal. And that one's good. Drummond.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Outside, Wall. Passes to Bonga. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
To the middle. Here's Drummond. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Now Wall. Now the pass to Hachimura. He feeds it to Bryant. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
Wizards have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And Cedi Osman is this team's rock. You know exactly what he'll give you and is a more than capable offensive player.
It gives you a little bit of everything. He's big. He's got decent size for his position. And steady Cedi, always showing up here to compete.
It's Wall with the drive. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Love right side. That one good for 2.
Pretty reliable scoring range for Kevin Love there. And beautiful form on that shot.
Beal dishes the Wall. Beal taking his time here. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Cavaliers leading. Garland with it from downtown. Rebound by Mahimi. Outside Beal. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Gary Payton has checked in for Washington. Ish Smith comes in for John Wall. Larry Nance has checked in for the Cavaliers. Bertans can't get it to go.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those. That's nice vision there. You see that pass. You make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Smith the pass to Bertans. Payton outside. Mahimi's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the inside, Thompson lays it up and banks it in.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
Bertans finds Smith. Back to Bertans. A three-pointer, no good. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Thompson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Tristan not worrying in the least about the defense that time, just powering through.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Wizards trail by 6. Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
In the corner, Smith with it. Latre. The offensive rebound. The three from Bertans, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Cavaliers. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Brown. Payton is out there with Smith. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bertans at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide-open man for the uncontested shot.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Windler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Smith with a wide-open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Porter. That one's not going to go. Now Washington takes it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And that one drops for him. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it. Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Nance passes to Windler for 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Nice ball movement by Washington. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And Tristan Thompson, with defense around him, still gets the job done.
They swipe it. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Thompson with the ball. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
They get a hand on it. On the wing, Porter fires it up. Here's Love. In transition, here come the Wizards. The kick out to Bryant. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Sexton. And they will call over the back on the play.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. And that one's good by Porter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball against Sexton. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Pass to Bonga. Mahimi kicks to Beal. Wall wide open. Shot clock reset for Washington. Back to Beal. It's Beal on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Beal's got 7 points.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Pass to Love. Goes up on the wing. Cleveland gets it back. Porter. Here's Drummond. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Here's Osman. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Here's Beal. 7 points in the game. Right side Wall. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny. Hey, folks. Say hey. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that should...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
I mean, well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career. But around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his 2nd year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
And it's Osman missing. Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Bonga. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Love. The Wizards have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
that is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree. Beal can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Sexton. Bryant with the rebound. Washington shooting well, 50% from the floor. There's Beal with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The wide open look here for Garland. Kept alive. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bonga, the pass to Hachimura. To the wing right side. Here's Bonga, defended by Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bryant. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
The open look here for Sexton. And another miss by Cleveland. Wizards trail by 9. All with it. Garland picks him up. Wall, no luck.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Washington shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
Garland kicks the quarter. The pass to Nance. Cleveland moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Cavaliers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Now, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the 2nd generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. Pass to Mahinmi. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Wizards trail by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Bertans for 3. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 6.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. And it's Wagner with the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Bertans. Wagner with it. Back to Bertans. Misses the 3.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Garland. 9 points in the game so far.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bertans can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 8. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That is his first foul of the game. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, when you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down.
To the paint. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. Then, oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
And so it's Cleveland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Washington. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Ish Smith is out there with Brown. And it's Bryant in at the center position. He's off on the first. So for the Wizards, Bonga's checked in. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Troy Brown. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love's checked in. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Passes it to Windler. Over to the wing. There's the 3. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Left side, Wall. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Beal. From deep. Washington gets it back. The shot off that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good. Love.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Outside, Beal. It's Beal on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Inside. And it's Drummond missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
I love how under control Hachimura is. Able to push his way through the contact and score. Nice work.
Sexton kicks to Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Beal finds Bryant. Wizards passing it around. Fires the 3. Beal can't get it to go.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Drummond with it. Picked up by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards trail by 11. It's Beal on the wing. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Beal against Sexton. And that one's good. Drummond.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Here's the three. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
From the Wizards, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. The three. That doesn't go either for Beal. And so it's Cleveland with it. They lead by 11. Back to Sexton. And the pass to Garland. There's the triple. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Count it.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy.